All right, welcome in everybody. Welcome to Mad Apple Extreme. We're here live tonight. Kind of all kinds of changes, so it took a little while for us to get going, but I want to welcome everybody in and make sure you guys are out there sharing the stream. We have David Seering taking on Jeremy Fedkenheuer tonight. This is Kendall Cook, and I'm in the booth. Well, not at the moment, but I'm in the booth with MH Pengways. And he just ran out to just verify with these guys that we're ready to roll. So he will be coming back, and we're going to go ahead and get ready to lag here. We'll actually go from the top view. Give you guys a look at this leg. Well, they both hit it pretty firm. And it looks like Jeremy is going to, or I'm sorry, David's going to win the leg.
Okay, I'm here. We can start now.
Oh, too late. Already did. Anyway, so yeah, it's been interesting. We waited till the last second to get things going here. Right after the WSPA state, we kind of tear everything out of here, and then we got to rush around and try and get everything done. And then Chris G, who normally helps us out all the time, trying to get this stuff set back up, was not here, and of course everything crashed, so we had to set up scoreboards and the whole 9 yards. So not bad considering everything that had to be done. It's only 15 minutes late.
Chris G's at home laughing at us.
Yeah, he shouldn't be. Sick. Whatever. All right, so what do you think of this match, MH? David Seering is considerably lower rating. He's about 104 points lower.
Yeah, I don't feel that makes much difference. I like the way David Seering plays. He's a very aggressive player, and he's really good. So he could win this match. Of course, Jeremy's awesome also.
I agree.
So I don't know.
I mean, you got Seering here, and he definitely 9-ball is going to be the game that he picks, which he did. Just based on the fact that Jeremy's game is 8-ball.
Yeah, right.
So I think he was probably thinking that way.
Yeah.
All right, so
on paper, you're saying Jeremy's supposed to be the favorite, 100 points.
Yeah. Yep, probably.
In 9-ball, what are they racing to? 20, so it's a long race. Not going to get lucky into winning this, are you? In a 20
No,
game
you
race.
definitely got to hold out. I mean, got a new camera view to share with everybody in here somewhere. I don't know what I did with it, though. Oh, there we go. I just got to move it up. And let's make sure our replay is working so we can catch any great shots we have. Looks like we got it up.
There's a nicely controlled draw shot from David there. It's gone a hair further than he wants, but he can still get this. If he manages just to draw a little bit and not scratch, he's going to pop out 2 rails, and this is really the key shot now.
I just caught that ball.
Oh, and he missed it. Clipped the 8-ball.
All right, so Jeremy for his first trip at the table here, looking at this 4-ball. Again, thanks everybody for joining us. Make sure you're out there sharing the stream. We really appreciate it. It's is how we keep these things coming for free. We hit our first goal on YouTube, and we would love to continue to grow what we have going on here.
Milestone number 1 passed. 1 viewer achieved.
1.
That's the first milestone. Means the technology's working.
Over 1,000. Yeah, right. We have right. Hopefully they can hear us. It looks like they can.
If you can't hear us, just send us a message on the stream and on the chat.
Volume really low. Okay, let's see if we can affect that quick. Can you help us out? Is it both of us? One of us? Oh boy. It's a big miss there by David to begin with.
And good evening to Redmond D out there. loud in Green Bay, I'm assuming.
Stay here on the side for this shot, otherwise Jeremy's blocking 3/4 of it. So. I think he just has the edge of this, yep. Puts it down, comes out nicely for the 5.
That's a good speed on that.
Real good speed,
tough to judge that one. A nice looking combination. I expect him to control the 6-ball.
Yeah, just come up table. I don't like that angle. I would like to be a little straighter on that if it's me, but
yeah,
probably pulled over a little bit more.
Backwards and forwards now, doesn't he? So that'll do nicely.
Perfect. Definitely makes it tougher with the angle he had on it, but he hit it like a champ. Jeff, is it both of us that's quiet or just one of us?
Jeff replied, "What?" Just kidding. Both. That's what they say. Yeah, kind of quiet, Jeff Jansen.
Let's see if that helps.
See, it's really loud in our ears, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I can turn that down for you, though.
Yes,
You're
please.
deaf, though. You don't want me to turn that down, do you?
I do, actually.
How's that?
Better.
All right, let us know, guys, if the volume's better now or still needs to go up.
And I would probably turn mine down just a little bit more, please.
How about if I still talk loud? Would that help?
Well, it's yeah, that sounded about the same, but it's if you hear yourself too loud, you automatically start talking quieter.
Oh no, I got it. Uh-oh. We're gonna have to go on and fix something here quick. Hopefully.
Jeremy with the cut break. Executed nicely. One ball gone up table. And got the speed not quite right on that safety. Knew he wasn't going to be leaving the one ball hanging with that shot choice. But he does give David Seering a chance to do something. Probably punt the old one ball down to the bottom rail close to the 7. Get the cue ball back where it is right now behind the 4.
There, we fix that autofocus. It shouldn't blur out on us again.
Still got sound issues, it looks like.
Well, I just turned this up again. Let's see if that'll work.
Yep. So David just played a real nice cut right down the rail. He's shaking his head. He's not happy.
Oh, did we miss the first score? It's going to be the...
Yeah, it's 1-0 to Jeremy.
The bummer here is we have to, unfortunately, take care of the scoring tonight because I wasn't able to get the auto score set up. So, guys, you're going to have to bear with us.
So, as usual, we're going to... two guys watching a pool match and we still can't keep score right.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll mess it up. I don't know why it's so difficult. You think if anybody was paying attention to this match, it should be us. But David is probably looking at some kind of safety, but it doesn't like his angle here. It's not a simple safety. Scratching his head, getting up, humming and hawing.
I think you just roll this forward just to miss the 2. I can't quite tell the angle we're at.
Yeah, just to miss the 6.
Yeah, just miss the 6.
Roll up on that.
Onto it,
6, yeah.
You could even really catch the edge a little bit if your speed's right.
Oh,
Well,
look
that
at
was
that.
interesting.
He may have played that kiss because I know he didn't like the other routes. That kiss off the 7, which at first glance seemed lucky, but he may have played that.
Mad Matt. I wonder, is that Matt Dorn? Could be.
Named after the rug in front of my front door.
Oh, that's M-A-T, isn't it?
Matt. Yeah. We spell it with 2 T's in my house. Yeah.
Thank everybody for joining us. This is Mad Apple Extreme. We're located inside the Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company right here on West College Avenue, Appleton, Wisconsin. Really excited to be here tonight for the King of the Hill match. It's our premier match we have every single week on Friday nights. We have Jeremy Fedkenheuer, 708, being challenged by David Seering, 604. Like MH said, I don't put a lot of warrant into that, but there's a reason Jeremy's a 708.
Yeah, well, there's no doubt about that. And David's got to play his best game. But David does have a good best game. And it's winner breaks 9 ball, right? They're winner breaks, I'm assuming. And you say Jeremy's more of an 8 ball player, is that?
Yeah, I mean, that's what he won his Worlds in, and all the other championships, or a lot of them. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm just a computer guru today. I actually am quite impressed that I was able to figure half of this stuff out. Oh boy.
He's not going to play a kiss on the 9, is he?
No, but he came right at where he needed to be there for a good save.
Oh, hit that really good. Yeah, this is a tough one for David. I don't know if he can just go one rail to the side with a lot of spin and a little swerve. He's looking up table, which is much tougher. And the 8 ball's kind of in the way for the straight one up and down anyway. And it is difficult, isn't it, to see the colours there? I was almost going to say the other 8 ball is blocking the other route, but of course that's the... Oh wait, that is the 8 ball. The ball up table is the 4 ball, all out by itself. That's stopping the 1 rail long kick. But he is looking up table, so he's going to go around the 4 ball.
Is it just me, or did they change Facebook again? Oh, you wouldn't know. I look around. Everything looks different again on Facebook. I don't know what the deal is. I can't find anything anymore.
Yeah, sit on my Facebook. Yeah, that was tough, wasn't it? He went 2 rails. May have just lined up the 3-9 combination. No. Oh,
I wonder if we're only live to YouTube tonight.
Yeah, Jeremy does not like this 3-9 combination, so he's going to run these out. First shot probably the most critical. Just get the speed, roll it forward nice for the 4. And also make the 3 if you can.
Oh, boy.
With ball in hand.
Both of these guys just kind of not firing quite yet. I missed a score again, didn't I? It was this second game.
You know, second game, you think it would take longer before we became uncertain. I think this is the second game.
Joel, you sign up by getting a hold of Mason Cook on Facebook. Oh, no, you removed the comment. Maybe he doesn't want to sign up.
But someone else out there does. To sign up for King of the Hill. Mason is the list keeper.
Good shot. Hit that with some power. Look out for the side pocket.
That would seem unlucky, wouldn't it?
That would be real unlucky, but he had perfect speed and almost perfect angle to get in there.
Yeah. Mason, of course, has spotty Wi-Fi and no mobile data at the moment, so he might be tough to get a hold of because he is in England as we speak. He sent me a video of him playing snooker today. Found his way to a snooker hole.
So, Joe, basically how this works. Oh, what happened there? I lost my... I pushed the power button.
All right.
So pretty much how this works, Joe, is you get a hold of Mason Cook, and you get a hold of Mason Cook, and then he'll put you on the list. So depending on your Fargo rank, you would either play in the Kings, the Jesters, or the Knights. And then we have a Queens for all the ladies. And the list is varied depending on which match it is. They're all getting down there a little bit, so we're getting closer to the end. So you're looking at probably Jesters and Knights, I think, are probably about 8 months out yet.
And that's the longest one, isn't it? The Kings is not nearly that long, I don't think.
Correct. Yeah, the King is about 3 weeks, 4 weeks out.
We still have some sound issues, it looks like.
Well, let's see if that helps. We're still not pushing the red, so we should be all right. Let us know if that's any better.
Meanwhile, David has made a nice wide open break, has a nice shot on the one. If that goes past the two, the 9 ball's hanging. You got a 3-7 combination, probably. And the real question is the 5 ball. The 9 ball's not hanging enough to play a 5-9 combination, which means you got to try and...
Yeah, it's 6 to 8 months for the lower divisions, yes. Oh, we got people drifting through the arena right now.
It's okay. It's just a stage they're going through. All right, that's a performing joke.
It's funny. All right, Dave's at the table here with pretty good shot on the 2. I think the 3 goes right past that 7.
I think he's going to play the combination here.
I doubt it.
And the real question is, what about the 5 ball? Just sneak it past the 9.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of room actually past the 9. This one's tight, and he is trying to decide, but I actually think the 3 goes. He would have liked to be a little bit straighter. Yeah, he did try and get it past there, and he came out okay. He got lucky.
And this is 9 ball.
Yeah.
Might be forced into a 3-9 combination.
Yeah, I agree. Seering was dressed to play tonight. Rodney Coed said David Seering dressed to kill. Hey, what's going on, Lisa? How are you?
And did take a whack at the 9 ball, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
Left a super thin cut on the 3 ball if Jeremy wants to go for it.
I honestly don't think that this posted to Facebook, so you guys are going to be YouTube only tonight, so make sure you're out there sharing. I appreciate that. And you could even go out and share on Facebook for us. Great shot there by Jeremy.
Yeah, cut it right in. Beautiful. Now he's got another tricky cut up the rail.
Good cross-side bank it.
Oh, yeah.
Or
Cross corner.
Look at that shot.
Made it perfect.
Yeah, he got...
Probably felt he had an element of safety there. And wishes he'd hit a little bit harder.
Yeah, ended up...
in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, there isn't really much here. I would guess he's going to play safety here. Play the edge of the 6, shoot the 6 towards the 8. Try and get down to the end rail. Oh, he's going opposite. 6 towards the 9, trying to stick him behind the 8, 9.
And he got him.
Yeah, kind of. Can't quite tell if he can get through there or not. Yeah, that's the other problem is we got music so loud in the background that hopefully they don't gig us for that.
Right.
All right, kicking at this ball for the corner pocket. Good effort. He got a good solid hit. Is he going to get a reward?
And the billiards
Looks
gods
like he
say...
is. Almost. Just rolled over enough so that Fedkenheuer's got a shot at this ball. Pretty easy work from here. Going to be a stop shot or just a little bit of a stun over. Joe, I would love to see either Chad Lund or Dan Schneider get on the King of the Hill now that it's on Friday night. We changed it intentionally, and our sponsor, the Clarion, actually... Well, that's what I'm missing. I don't have any logos on this page. What's going on?
Should get Dan Snyder in the commentary box. Then there'd be no issue with this volume being too low, would it?
Yeah, no, not at all. But I'd love to get those guys back. The Clarion Inn is actually one of our sponsors now for the King of the Hill series, and they actually donate 2 rooms every Friday night. So the Challenger and the King are welcome to stay for free. Yeah, you're going to be responsible for scorekeeping.
Oh, just because I do it a couple of times now, I'm responsible.
I'll help you.
All right.
All right, 2 games to 1. Jeremy Fedkenheuer in the lead, race to 20. 500 in the middle.
Well, looks like he's going for the cut all the way down. He likes this shot, doesn't he? No. Should have banked it. Now to get to the 2 ball, David's got to hit a good power shot here. The draw shot is kind of just slightly on the wrong angle to power all the way back. Could do it. And is doing it. So he's going to have to brush across the side rail too, I think, as he draws this to the back to the top rail. Right. Or he could play a stop shot.
Used every bit of that
course.
pocket, and he's going to end up having to bank this ball. It's actually a pretty good angle for the bank. It should come around the 8 and get up top table for the 3 ball next.
Yeah, you think he just came far enough so that he can bank this and not get a double kiss. Can hit it fairly hard, I think. Stun down. He doesn't like it though. He's got up and down on this shot a couple of times.
Get it a little straighter here with a lot of low left, or as low as you can get left.
Oh, it's a nice
bounce right out of there.
Unlucky, really. A nice soft shot there. Cue ball fouls only. You nudge that ball a little bit. Now, if Jeremy had to move it back, it would still be in his way.
Got a pretty good roll there. He looks like he's pretty solid behind the 6. Might have gave the edge up.
No, Jeremy says no.
Nice hit. Sends it around nicely, but he's going to leave him right in the window here. So successful safety by David. Jeremy Gould says, how has Mason done over in England? He did really well. He got 3 matches in total. So he, out of the Americans that went over there, honestly, there were only 2 Americans that did better than he did. The rest of the Americans did equal or worse. So really it was
Shane Van Boning and
Shane Woodford.
Right. I did watch him. Billy Thorpe's out. Does that mean Skylar Woodward's out too?
Yep. David got a little bit far on this shot, so he's going to have to work here.
Yeah, cue ball round the table, but does it Z-bank from one long rail to the other? Snick it in and let the cue ball fly. And he's digging down, so he doesn't want this ball to follow.
Yeah, he's going to try and get past the side.
Okay.
He was trying to get past that side pocket, I'm pretty sure. And that came out perfect.
Yeah,
so.
it got nicely around the 9 ball.
All right, another game there for David.
Joe Panzo is suggesting who else we should have on the stream. He said the top 2 women players should battle it out. In what game? Mud wrestling. No. Tied up, 2-2. And we've had some nip and tuck games. Let's see if he can get the balls open and give himself a chance to run out.
was 7-ball is always an interesting game. So the biggest difference in that between 9-ball and 7-ball is 7-ball, if you miss, you actually give up ball in hand.
So it's really just a run-out game. Oh, no, you play safe. Would that count?
No, if you miss a ball,
right,
it's ball in hand.
Sure.
So it is 100% a run-out
game.
Preston says, LOL, MH, you crack me up, pal.
Glad one person got it. Liked it, I don't know. Frowns from everyone else.
Oh, boy. Really surprised he hit that hard. I want to move the cue ball that much, I don't think, on that shot.
Well, it's just one of those where you kind of, if you roll it in, you kind of end up colliding with that ball.
Well, that's okay sometimes.
Yep.
Oop, overcut. Safety. I might have the corner here. All right.
Well, it went past the 6-ball, but it didn't go.
I think he blocked him on the 6 here. I don't think he's got this ball. If you look a little closer from the top view, it's tight. I mean, he may, but it is super tight past this shot.
Yeah, I don't feel that it does go. So, nice.
Could bank it here, past the 7. Long table bank.
Yeah, we'll play the sort of the bank safety. 3 balls straight down and up. Oh, it went. How about that?
Good shot. Oh boy. Well, I'll tell you, it has not been a very clean, tight match so far. It's been a little bit wild.
And it looks like Jeremy does have a shot here on the 6-ball.
Yeah, just got past the 9 enough that it could come down here in the corner. Dead center pocket. That looks nice. Yeah. Well, WSBA was a lot of fun this last week.
Sure was.
You did well.
I enjoyed it.
Second place.
Third place in the
third?
A's. Yeah. I won 9 matches.
Nice. Good job. John Fields won the 10-ball Masters. John Fields is coming up next couple of weeks here as a challenger again, so that'll be a really great match.
And he did play not that long ago, didn't he? Lost on his first attempt.
Yeah, he did actually. He lost to Mr. Henning.
Yeah. Yeah, Sean Henning had a good run against a couple of good players and then conceded it the next. Why did Sean Henning stop playing? Because he was winning, wasn't he?
Yeah, I have no comment.
He played against, beat Robbie, And Robbie, of course, had a good tournament this at WSPA. Robbie won the 10 ball. Yeah, Robbie's playing really well. Robbie Schmidt. So Jeremy takes the lead. Breaks the balls. Nice wide open table. And a chance for a run out.
Just kind of ease this ball up. Might catch the edge of the 4 here, but we're not. And we don't have the correct balls on the table again, so
TV balls, right?
Be a little bit difficult to tell the difference between the 2 and the 4, but I think you can see it pretty clear actually here today. That's the 2.
Yeah. For some reason you can tell there. Before I was having a tough time looking at the screen and figuring it out, but not going to change balls mid-match, are we?
No. All right. Push it over to the side rail, come back out for the 5. If anything, you want to be a little bit far on this shot, better than short. Oh, well, he just drew back and he ended up short. So
Yep, that's exactly what you were saying, isn't it? Now he's got to work hard. Oh, he's just
he's okay.
following forward.
Follow forward to the end rail and back down. It looks like what he's trying here. And 3 rails around to the 7. So we're going to hit this just with a little bit of high and a little bit of right.
Could just play a stun right over, couldn't you?
He could. That's a better shot to come around it. He's stunning back. I don't like that shot as much.
That one's more
hit
natural
it perfect,
for me.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I like coming
Just 'cause
around
I'm not
that.
used, I don't play the other one much, I suppose. Always stun and outside English if you got a chance.
Everybody deciding to walk through the arena tonight for some reason.
They want to be on TV.
All right, looking to go up 4-2. Jeremy down on the 9. Takes it down.
That 3 rails around shot, you got to get the speed right, don't you, on that one? Short or long and you get in trouble.
Yeah, it's just more natural for me. I think the speed's harder when you're crossing the table like that. I mean, he had a little bit extra room because he could get to the second rail and come back out, and he was fine. Yeah, I was pretty happy with my performance. I had 5th, 6th for 8 ball again in the Masters.
In the Masters?
Yeah. I was not disappointed in that. I beat Tommy. That's all I know.
Tommy Besta?
Tommy Besta, one of the best 8-ball players on the planet.
That's right. Doesn't look like a fancy player when you watch him and he wiggles his cue hand sideways, but he's...
I'll say it again.
He plays great.
He gets out of almost every rack I ever watch him shoot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy to watch him work through it. He just picks it away.
Yeah.
Little at a time. Never seems to have too much trouble getting at the balls that are tough, you know. Doesn't really do anything incredibly fancy or anything, but he just works his way through the rack.
He knows some things.
There. Yeah.
He knows how to play 8-ball. And he's a great player. And how much did you make for 5th, 6th?
I still haven't gotten paid yet. They owe me a check. I think it's like $400 and some dollars. Because I was there tearing down the stream and I never went over and got my check. He's like, "You never picked up your check?" I'm like, "No, I just wasn't thinking about it, you know."
Huh. They paid me cash.
Cash?
Mm-hmm.
Good effort. It's going to end up safe out of that.
Now, David's got to choose if he's going to hit this soft or hard. If it was me, I'd be whacking at it. There's 9 balls there if you catch the 1 ball just right.
What's going on there, Jeff Cole? Glad you could join us.
And that's right.
Good to see everybody here tonight.
Yeah, he's looking to kick the 1 in the side and possibly the 9 ball in the corner.
It's a good hit.
Or safety up table.
Distance or balls between, or ideally both? Oh, look, you got a whole bunch of cues coming. Did you order a bunch of cues from Peach Hour?
Oh, is Steve Matox in here?
Yep. It's got a whole pile of them over there, it looks like.
Yep. We are waiting on some stuff. Peach Hour is always amazing at how quickly they get the stuff we order.
That's to us because we're special.
Well, we do have a very close relationship with them.
We do.
Hand delivering the order.
We got a deal in the works with them right now that'll make them a full-time sponsor here of Mad Apple Extreme, so that'd be great. Yep. Always like working with Joe and Steve and all those guys over at Custom Cues. I don't know if that's Taha. I believe that's Taha. Yes, it is a bar table. 7-foot table.
Shout out to Pete Bester, just joined us.
Didn't you hear me say hi to Pete?
Oh.
It's all right, though. You can say hi to him, too. Little run at the 9 there with no result other than safety.
I've got my headphones turned off.
No, this is a 9-foot table, and these are giants.
And big balls.
Yeah. No, it is tough to tell sometimes.
It's too sarcastic, isn't it?
Probably. 7 ball, I see it.
There you go.
Oh, perfect shot.
Wow.
That was the shot. I mean, that was correct. Oh, see, Tommy must have the fire. He's down here on Friday night now playing, too. Played well at state. Nice bank there. Good job by Dave.
Wow. I thought he had a shot in the side pocket there.
Nice to see Mike. How you doing? Mike says, always a good night when I see a notification from Mad Apple Extreme. Every Friday night we got the King of the Hill match. We, you know, it's funny because I always thought there were good players in Milwaukee. But apparently that's not the case. We moved it to Friday so that we would get some of the players from Milwaukee, but apparently they're all not good enough to win. So.
Oh yeah, it's like a challenge, isn't it? Yeah.
No, I mean it. They're just not good enough.
And David kind of overhit his previous shot too and left himself more angle on that 3 than I think he had to. But he's ended up with a pretty good safety out of it. Jeremy can hit this off 2 rails. But what are you going to leave?
Well, he's just going to try and get some distance again, you know.
Well, if you hit him too hard, the rails bounce him back again, don't they?
How about that? That's funny. Mike says, hey, take it easy. They're just too lazy to travel. Well, I'm giving them a free room for crying out loud. They can come and stay at the Clarion Inn with the beautiful saltwater pool, nice new remodeled rooms. What more can I do? Free. All you got to do is let us know. King of the Hill match, you get a free room if you're coming from out of town.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's thanks to our sponsor on screen there, the Clarion Inn of Appleton. So we told them what we had going on, and they're like, absolutely, we'd love to do that because we get quite a few tournaments that, fill up that hotel for them. WSPA, it was full the whole weekend.
Yep. The place was packed with pool players. So David's having a good old think about this one. We know he can make this 3-ball. He's on the rail, so he can't really hit the ball as low as he would like. Unless he... There he is. He's looks like he's jacking up the cue ball so much it's like he's playing a jump shot, but he's trying to play a draw shot.
Yeah, 2 rails. He's still trying to come back and forth, though, I think. No, he did stay 1 rail up.
Yeah, the 9-ball was kind of in the way, wasn't it, from going backwards and forwards?
That's still a good effort. Jeremy, careful here. All right, got it. How many cues did you get there, MH?
Well, let's have a look here. This is only half of them. There's 2 sheets. 1, 2, 3. Got a bunch of stock cues here we have. Probably about...
A shot in the side there by Jeremy. Going to get him to 5 games to 2.
8 or something like that.
Mike changed his mind. He decided he doesn't know why they're not coming to play. Probably just afraid of what we might say. Although I'm pretty forgiving. I don't really rip on people too much if they're not playing well.
Unless they're from Milwaukee.
Well, I know. So I was talking to Albert. Albert's considering it. I'd love to see Albert Jack come down and play.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I played Albert for years.
I remember, a long time ago. We were window cleaning or something, probably 20 years ago or something, but it's the first time I really saw a ring game. You guys were playing for $20.
20 a man, yeah.
9-ball ring game with a whole bunch of you, including Albert Jack.
Yeah. Was that at the Magnet?
Oh, I don't know. No, it's probably at some tournament on the side.
That was like my best story ever. I was playing with like Albert, Ricky Poole, I think Pete Hurd possibly was in that. I don't know. All a bunch of really good.
I remember Ricky Poole being there.
Good players, good ring game players, and we were playing 20 a rack. And there were 5 of us in. We had maybe half hour before the tournament started, before they were going to start the Calcutta. And we all flipped a coin. I win the flip. And so I break the balls, and I run the next 4 racks.
That's good.
And, there's 5 of us in, I think. And so I run the next 4 racks, and then all of a sudden Larry says, "Oh, no more games. We're going to start the tournament." So nobody else even got to shoot.
Awesome.
That was perfect. Fred Renner, how you doing, buddy? Plays pool than almost more people than I know, more than most people I know.
So another head-scratching moment for David Seering here, trying to figure out what are we going to do with this 2-ball. There's a lot of thinking in this 9-ball game, isn't there?
Yeah, they don't seem to be like straight wide open racks for the most part. There's always one that's going to give somebody grief for bad shape. Well, I just opened it wide up. I think whenever it's touchy like that, it's tough. I try and get as much distance as I can when it's like that.
Yeah, that was a tricky one.
Oh. Well, he missed that ball. I can't believe it.
Well, he was bridged right over the 5-ball.
Well, Dave's got to be happy to be back at this table. I think after that last shot, I'm pretty sure he thought that was the end of this rack.
Yeah, they're playing on a 7-foot diamond with Simona's 860 cloth.
Not for long.
Right. We've decided to go with Valley Teflon Ultra woolen.
What?
Oh my goodness! Yeah, that was a joke, obviously.
No, we're gonna change
non-stop my life. Someone's always calling me or messaging me or running into me and saying, "H, is my cue done yet?"
Oh yeah.
Not yet, Chad.
Well, anyways, we're actually switching to Andy cloth.
That's
we're
right.
gonna give it a try.
Apparently.
I've heard nothing but good things about it, so and it's impossible to get Simonis right now. And our tables need to be redone.
Yeah, they're still recovering from their flood that they had in their factory in Belgium.
Mad Matt, that's right. Andy's cloth.
Yeah, he was trying to go into the 5-ball.
Well, if he would have hit it right, he would have run around it.
Yeah, going around it didn't. It was kind of didn't have good pockets though for that 5-ball. I felt that hitting it probably was the was a good way to get a shot on it. But
Matt Daber has played. Matt, I'm pretty sure he signed back up. I'd have to take a look. But, yeah, Matt's played. Is he from Milwaukee? I thought he was more Sun Prairie.
Which is more Madison-ish,
Daber?
isn't it?
I may be wrong. I don't know. Jeremy right in the middle of nowhere.
Little nudge on the 8.
That's tough here.
So now.
I think you got to draw and shoot the 6 up by the 7 ball, actually. So stay on the short side of the 6.
You can't get enough zing on this ball to come on the other side.
No,
you went up table, okay.
Yeah, that was right.
All right.
Well, this ended up kind of straight on him. You got to look out for the 8 here.
Negotiated well.
Almost got in the side pocket. He's lucky he didn't hit that a little harder.
Corner hooked, yeah, no.
All right, Milwaukee all day, says Daber is. It's a good group tonight, just over 20 players for the weekly 10-ball tournament.
Mike there trying to spell his own name. Missed the I there, didn't he? MKE.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Thank everybody for joining us here at Mad Apple Extreme. This is our King of the Hill Series match, and this is Jeremy Fedkenheuer. So, he's Sun Prairie, right? Where's Jeremy from? We should bring up... David's probably going to be mad at me if I don't bring up the... I made him fill out the questionnaire, so we should probably bring that up so that we have a little bit of information on him. Just got to figure out how to do that.
Yeah, Andy's cloth is a sort of a newer worsted cloth, apparently similar to Simonis.
It's supposed to last 3 times as long, though, which is of interest to me.
We've made this last batch of Simonis last a pretty good amount of time, haven't we?
Well, yeah. I mean, probably longer than it should, though.
I like Championship Tour Edition. From an installer point of view, it's nicer. Stretches more. Doesn't leave those weird tension lines that you get in Simonis when you put a new cloth on. There's these sort of weird, sort of just look like tension stress lines. And micro wrinkles under the rails just because it doesn't stretch as much. But we'll try this Andy's cloth. I have no idea if it's any good. We should put it on without telling anyone and see if anyone complains that it plays different.
Well, it's too late now. We told him.
Well.
There it is, David Seering. Burnett, Wisconsin. I gotta look up Jeremy, too, and find out where he's from. I don't know. He might not have filled this out yet, either. Nope, he didn't. So I still have no information on Jeremy, even though I sent him the form. Age 50. I'll tell you what, I don't think Seering looks like he's 50.
No, I wouldn't have guessed that. Of course, 50's not that old. Is it now?
No.
Right. So, what do we know about David? He's playing with a Jacoby Q, 58 inches.
Wow, he really got into it.
18 1/4 ounces.
Keelwood shafts.
2 solid wood maple shafts with matching ringwork. 2 keelwood shafts. Now, which one's he playing with?
Yeah, Chris G, why don't we have Facebook up? It was all different anyways. It was like they updated. So when I opened this up, it updated the entire Streamlabs.
David's playing with a Howe medium tip, and I just switched to a Howe tip. I actually put a Howe hard on my cue right before the WSPA, and I like it a lot. I chose that just because I had put so many of them on for other people and got the feedback. But with Howe's, you see people like the softs, the mediums, and the hards. With Kamui's, it's always either super soft or soft. David's cue has been redesigned 3 different times throughout its lifetime to its current look, which is potentially an ongoing work, ? It's made from all natural materials, environmentally friendly, vegan friendly, and 0 net carbs. ebony grip, curly maple, sterling silver rings.
Nice.
Break cue, BK rush, break/jump, wrapless 18 ounces. So his break cue is a quarter of an ounce lighter than his shooting cue. Tip is whatever was on it when I got it.
Nice.
Thanks, David.
Still. So he hasn't replaced it yet?
Guess not. Not with me.
Keeps replacing shafts. Rhonda's on here. She said, what do you want to know? Well, I don't know. I'd like to know the questions that I gave him on the questionnaire.
It's good. This is the first time I've seen this questionnaire. It's a good idea, though, isn't it?
This is the first time you've seen it?
Yeah.
We've used it like the last 3 times.
I didn't even know it existed. How do you feel about jump cues? Like. How do you feel about template racks? Like. Favorite size of table? 9 foot.
Really, that's his response, huh? I think that would probably be Jeremy's response to Rhonda. Well, I did reach out to all of our viewers here on YouTube. We really appreciate it if you do go to your page and share the YouTube link. Nice cut. And,
Is it? Is it
no
now?
reward.
Now, David needs a chance here to get back into this match and not let Jeremy get too far ahead. And I am expecting him to get out right now.
Cue it up. What's going on, Nate? How are you tonight? All right, now that I know, Rhonda, I will send it to you and you can fill it out for me. If he makes it.
Well, she probably knows all the answers. We can ask her right now.
Oh, that's true.
Rhonda Fedkenheuer. It's like that. What's that? The Mr. and Mrs. game. She's got to answer all the questions for him. And then we'll ask him afterwards and see if she got it right.
Yeah. What show was that? It's the dating game or so. Oh, no.
Mr. and Mrs.
No.
Well, there's a version of it in England called Mr. and Mrs. I think you got it here too.
What was that?
The Newlywed Game.
Newlywed Game, yeah.
So, question number 1, Rhonda. What kind of cue is Jeremy playing with tonight?
David missed that ball. Apparently the 9-foot diamond in the basement says it all as far as his favorite table. No wonder he's so good, for crying out loud. He's got a 9-footer right in his basement and a wife that likes to play pool.
Got it made, doesn't he?
Not only likes to play pool, is very good at pool.
Now, has Rhonda played in the Queens yet?
I'm sorry?
Rhonda, is she going to play in the Queens?
No, I don't know. You would think so. Oh, yeah. Catching up on Tiger. Is he still in the lead?
Okay, Rhonda does seem to know what Jeremy's playing with. Jeremy is shooting. Oh, Jeremy is 43. Okay, yeah. We figured you'd know that. Shooting with a Viking with a wheat state shaft. Carbon fiber. Break cue is a BK rush. What's the tip diameter and weight, we want to know, Rhonda?
Well, I tell you, David's got to get himself moving here. He can't keep giving these games to Jeremy. Jeremy will take advantage every time, and it's going to be an awful quick race at this point.
Okay, so we're getting some hand signals from the crowd over there. I think we've already got the score wrong. Shall I run out and check? He's looked like he was holding up 5, 6,
8,
7, 8. Looks like 8 for Jeremy. And David's in the lead.
I must have missed 1 in there because I would have had him at 7.
We got the thumbs up. I think we got the score right now.
All right, this is a very familiar shot. It feels like this is how we shoot this first ball every time. So must be a consistent to see in the break.
Interesting. Nate Mindham thinks that Rhonda's wrong about Jeremy's break here.
Hung that 1 ball just barely.
Mr. Queued Up thinks that it is a Q-Tech, not a BK rush. And Rhonda says, well, it's a breach, my bad. Rhonda's conceding that might be correct. We should be able to see it from here next time he breaks.
All right, Cameron, nice for the 2. Should be able to just come straight back for the 3. It's a perfect angle here with the 4 where it is. It's just natural top English. You don't need to go right or left on this shot. Should be just center ball top. Let's get down to the end rail and back out. Just like that.
And then just dance around the back of the 5 ball.
Yeah, combo's not quite straight enough to even think about, so he should be able to just draw over and come, maybe bump the 9, maybe not. Ideally, you'd rather not. Oh boy. All right, he came all the way around and came past the 6. It's a confident stroke. I don't know. That table looked like it rolled off there, Mitch. When's the last time you leveled that
Oh,
thing?
goodness. Is it my fault again? He's given himself a chance for a 1-wheel kick for glory. He's not going to play that, though, is he?
Maybe a little closer view at what he's actually looking at. He's definitely not going to be able to cut that ball.
Yeah. There we go.
He's going to kick it, huh?
He's looking at it.
Isn't really a great save here. I mean, you could push the 6 up to the rail and try and get around the back side of the 8.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, beautiful shot.
Yeah. That could not go any better.
Waste no time here getting on this 7. Yeah, he's starting to get into a groove here. It's going to get him to 9.
Well, David needs to get going here. If he doesn't want this match to be a total blowout. Okay, looking further down this questionnaire here, David says his favorite game, 9-ball, which is why he chose it tonight. The challenger in this King of the Hill series always chooses. We've been saying that Jeremy's favorite game is probably 8-ball. Is that right, Rhonda?
A little bit of problem with the 1-6. You could play the combination, bank the 1 off the rail into the 6. I don't really see a great safety here. Could play the 9 also. The 9's a nice little shot here. Run the 1 down the rail, a little right, and kick it in.
Yeah, we should have played a replay on that kick shot, shouldn't we, that Jeremy made?
I can't do everything.
Right.
We'll have opportunities. Better replays. Solid safety here behind the 6.
And that is going to lock him up pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he still can get at the 1 rail kick. I think he's got to spin it. It'll actually be 2.
2, yeah, I was going to say it kind of
rail,
has to spin down to that bottom rail. And if you hit this one right, you could stick the cue ball, leave it where the 1 ball is. But you got to hit it perfect.
It's funny. Rhonda says, yes, it's 8 ball, but now that Nate's here, you don't need her anymore. Nate can answer.
Right, and Nate did answer that question. Jeremy's favorite game, he says, is big table 8 ball.
G-Reg, yeah, we can definitely explain. This is Mad Apple Extreme, and we are located in Appleton, Wisconsin, inside the Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company. We're a 14,000 square foot scratch-made restaurant, pool room.
Pro shop.
Pro shop.
We sell pool tables and cues and stuff.
And this is our King of the Hill series. This is our challenge match every Friday night. We have our high-end players, so above 600. Minimum of $250 entry fee per player.
And 100% payout to the winner.
Yeah, 100% payout. And anyways, so King of the Hill is exactly that. Jeremy is our king right now. He's been our king now for the last, 3 weeks?
Yep. And if you keep winning, you keep coming back next week. So it is, yeah, just a challenge match to see who can dominate, stay on the table. Race to 20 today in 9 ball. The challenger gets to choose what game they're going to play.
Oh, that's right. I think that's right. His world title is 9 ball, even though he really likes 8 ball.
So what did Jeremy mean? VNEA world title in 9 ball.
Yeah, just like it says there.
Well, that's why I'm reading it.
Oh, I see.
I don't really understand the words that are coming out of my mouth, but I just read what's in front of me. David says there that he was taken under Ziggy's wing, and Ziggy taught him for a couple of years. Over in Sheboygan.
Yeah, Ziggy was a good teacher and always is a good teacher. You ever want to learn banks, that's the guy to go to.
And jokes. Ziggy's always good at jokes.
Jokes, yeah.
He's always got a joke.
Oh, look at that. See? G-Reg. I didn't even have to ask him to subscribe, and guess what he did? What everybody on the stream should be doing right now, and that's making sure that you subscribe, because that's where we get our money. And that's how we're able to keep these things running for free for you guys.
Click the notifications button.
That's that little bell, and it'll let you know every single time we go live. All right, Jeremy made it to the halfway point here. David has really got to get something rolling here. He's such a better player than what he's shown today. It is a different experience playing on the stream, so not to throw out an excuse for him right away, but it definitely changes the mentality of the game a bit. Awful lot of dry breaks on Jeremy's case. It's working for him, so I guess I wouldn't change my break either.
Well,
but it probably is a little frustrating not making breaks.
yeah, it's usually not good in 9-ball. Sometimes in 8-ball, it's okay for your opponent to start running balls.
Yep, Mad Matt. We did hit our initial goal of 1,000, so that is where we need to get monetized, and then. So, for those of you who don't know, Mad Apple Streaming was our original channel, and we kind of got robbed of that after we had built up quite a following. And so we started over. So we're really happy to be back up to that 1,000 number, and we want to just continue to grow from there. So we appreciate you guys sharing, making sure that people see us out there. So
yeah, David was pretty frustrated with his last shot. He left Jeremy, yeah. Nice easy starter.
Got some new faces, it looks like, in the 10-ball tournament tonight. They're over watching the stream here from the bleachers.
Now he wants to be on the right side of this 4-ball so he doesn't have to collide with the 6 and the 9. Speed. That looks just perfect. Cue ball had to travel a long ways there to get that speed.
Yeah, and even
got the speed just right.
Even a little long would have been fine on this shot, so you hit that really well. Along with that shot, so just a little curl back here for the 6-ball. Maybe just slightly straighter than he would like to be here. Still should be fine. Yep, nice little drift shot over.
Yep.
And a pretty nice angle here to just bump out for the 8-ball in the same pocket.
Yep. That 9-ball's ever so slightly getting in the way of his bridge.
No problem.
No problemo.
And pretty much perfect speed to get here on the 9. So Jeremy's going to put this down for game number 11. We're going into game number 14.
Well, maybe 100-point Fargo difference does make a big deal. I don't know. Now, of course, in winner breaks 9-ball on a small table, you'd think David might be able to just string a few together and get caught back up again. Got to get the break going.
Yeah, queued up. Nate's got a good point there. So the likes definitely help us also. So there's currently 111 people watching, 112 watching, and we only have, 11 likes so far? So come on, guys. It's just a click of a button, and again, that'll help us and help our numbers. So we appreciate it. If you like what we do here, takes a second. We don't ask for cash.
Maybe 91 of our viewers don't like it.
That's true. Now we got even more, though. So, yeah, continue to like, share, follow, all that good stuff. Subscribe.
Okay, David, at the table.
Tough little starter here, though.
Yep. Yep, can't just roll it in, can you? I'm playing the side pocket, actually. Do you end up hitting the 2 is the question. Yeah. Well, it's a shame, but he's going to have to play safe now, probably.
Could bank this ball if you wanted to try and get aggressive. I mean, he's down quite a bit. You got to get something rolling here. I think you got to almost.
And so it might have been a two-way shot on there, but because the 3 ball was
it out good there.
Yep. Yeah, there's no jump shot there because of the 8 ball. Sorry, that's the 4 ball. See, now I can't tell anymore. Look at that. The 4 ball and the 8 ball.
Not even close. Good hit. Nice job there by David. Not going to help him, though. Or, I'm sorry. Nice job by Jeremy. Giving David
good hit, but an open shot. And that 3 ball is okay, is it? 3 balls in the clear. Bounce off the rail. Well, he's going to have to negotiate contact with the 5 ball here. I feel like he's still going to draw this ball and just slip off the edge of the 5. But that kind of feels like it might threaten going behind the 9 ball. And that turned out
really well. Yep. Came down, slid down perfect. He's got a great angle here. I would draw this over to the side rail and back out. Shorten it up. Just don't want to overdraw it and end up behind the 9 ball here. So just a nice easy stroke over and back. It was quite a bit harder than I would imagine he would have shot it. But still good here.
Wants to make sure he just doesn't baby it and miss the shot again. This one here, you could sort of slow roll it in or hit it firmer and stun across.
Yeah, I'd go up and down. I'd go to the end rail and back out. Just like that.
Yeah, he's not on the side rail, so he can... Well, no, he doesn't have that kind of angle. He's going to follow, isn't he?
Up pretty straight here.
Yeah, just off straight. He can follow to the short rail and back up table.
Give him a little speed here.
Yeah, he's left himself a challenge.
Shouldn't be a problem here. I mean, truthfully, if you're in stroke at all right now, you should put this ball in.
And if you're not?
Yeah.
Ouchie. David just punched the table. We have to race him to the hospital with a
broken hand.
Broken finger.
Oop, I pre-called the score there a little bit. Didn't mean to do that.
A premonition. You assumed he was going to make that easy straight in 9 ball.
Oh my goodness, that says like. I thought that said I gave my life. That'd be a pretty extreme donation to the stream.
I'm sure would be. I'm not sure how we would spend it.
Speaking of donations, I guess we'll mention this. Nate says if we get over 100 likes, he will be happy to donate one of his Cue It Up podcast sweatshirts to somebody of our choosing. We could do that.
Who would we give it to?
Well, I don't know.
So meanwhile, players taking a short break.
Yeah, I think David just needed a couple of breaths there. All right, so I forgot. Holy cow. So I'm pretty sure John Kramer's going to be not happy with me. He and Wisconsin Billiard Hall of Fame are an official sponsor of Mad Apple Extreme.
All right.
And we just kind of penciled that deal this last week at WSPA.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to have his logo up here, so maybe I'll work on that.
But in the meanwhile,
we can bring this up here. And make sure you guys, if you haven't gotten over to Wisconsin Billiard Hall of Fame and signed up, make sure you do that. John Kramer and that whole crew over there, they're the people in Wisconsin that are preserving our history in pool. You know, they are the ones that are going to nominate and keep track of record of all the people who have been so influential in Wisconsin pool. So just invaluable. You know, the little bit of money that it cost. I mean, look at that, 5 year for $40. I mean, that's crazy. You know, I mean, and they do a banquet every year and a tournament, and it's just a great thing for Wisconsin pool, and to be able to have that place where we can go and look and say these are the people that had such a great influence on our sport. It's just terrific. So we want to thank John for all that and what he does with that. You can see us up on screen there. This is our arena.
All right, yeah. So you do have that hooked up to the projector.
Oh, yeah.
So the players,
yep.
And there's presumably a delay, so they can actually turn around and watch the shot that they just shot.
There really isn't much of a delay. You just saw Dave come in, sit down.
Oh, yeah. I see that guy walking through.
So Dave's back. We're just waiting for Jeremy to come on back, and we will get this thing rolling again. Brian, I'm sure that he said I bought a 5 year at membership at WSPA. And John was there giving away a whole bunch of stuff. I want a tablet.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I want a Fire tablet.
Did you swallow it already?
Ah! It's kind of big for that. It's like an 8-inch tablet. All right, here comes Jeremy back with his courage juice. Yeah, Rhonda, why aren't you here this week again?
$12-2, is it? 10
it is,
games in it.
Yeah, 10 games separating. It's a pretty big spread. It's going to be tough, I think, for Dave to come back and get this thing rolling. He's got to...
And so Jeremy's breaking right down the middle, it looks like.
I tell you, that's where I've been breaking a lot from. All games, really. And he pushed that second ball right into the side pocket on that break. Take a look at his shot from the overhead. He doesn't really have anything here.
Well, presumably he can just shoot the one ball straight into the corner, past the four.
Think it goes? Oh, I guess there's room there. What am I saying? 2 into the same pocket then.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Unwanted kiss on the 5 ball. And I think he can hit the edge of the 2. I don't know if he's got enough to be able to cut this ball in the pocket, or whether he's going to have to snick off it and play some kind of thin safety. problem with that, of course, is after it bounces off the bottom rail, it ends up in front of the corner pocket. And that looks like a whiff.
Yeah, he must have been behind that point.
Oh, do you think he hit the point? Or he was just trying to hit that ball so thin because he didn't want to chip it in front of that corner pocket.
Yeah, that's right. See, G. Reg is reminding us that Shane Van Boning was down 10-3, or 3-10 actually, earlier today, and ended up winning 11-10. So he says there's still time. It's not over.
We should run out there and tell David that. You can do it.
Well, he's just got to get a game. He's just got to stay down and focus through one game here. He's got an opportunity. Yet, I'm sorry to say it, but I mean, if he messes this run up, he's pretty much in trouble.
Yeah, and I'm not saying I'm rooting for one player over the other, but we do generally root for the underdog when he's way behind.
Well, we just like tight matches. We would love to see this get hit.
Oh, no.
He is definitely struggling.
He's going to have to change something or quit.
No quitting.
How do you regroup?
Well, I mean, that's just brutal. I'll tell you, for those of you watching, in fairness to David, he plays so much better than what we're watching.
David play really, really well.
I've seen him play some lights out pool, so it's obviously something throwing him off here today.
Ouchie.
Yeah, that's a bit of a stinger there. So
13-2, but the fact that it's winner breaks 9 ball means the comeback may not, it's there as a possibility.
I don't know. Jason Roselle, did you get a chance to listen to Jason? He sat in the booth with me quite a bit for WSPA.
Nope.
Oh, he was great, and I enjoyed spending the time with him. And he was a consummate professional. But he just reminded us, and remember to sign up for the Wisconsin Billiard Hall of Fame golf outing at Western Lakes on May 14th. I registered my foursome today. You didn't ask me to play? The heck. I thought we were friends again.
And for those of you who don't know, golf is kind of like pool, but only with one ball.
Yeah. And one hole. Per hole. Yeah. Dave just pulling out his open stroke right now. That's what he's got to do. Yeah. He's just got to start hitting balls. I think he's been playing so tentative. Yeah. And you can't play scared. It doesn't matter how good you play. If you start playing scared, you're just not going to make balls.
Yeah, he's gotta throw caution to the wind and go at these balls and see what happens.
And that's what
he's now going to get down quickly and whack this 4-ball.
Well, and no worse off for what he just did there than what he's been doing, other than the fact that he got to loosen up his stroke and actually hit some balls in,
Not going to make him feel very good, though, is it?
Well, no, but again, he's got to change something. I mean, if you're having a bad result, you got to make a change, and you got to pick something to do different.
Yeah.
To affect a change.
So we're going to see a stroke shot here from Jeremy. He's going to show you how he controls draw shots well. Looping.
Oh, I think he's going around too.
Yeah, he's not aiming low, is he?
No, I think he's going to come around and play the short side of the 6.
So what's it? Is it a follow shot, is it?
Yeah, 3 rails. 1, 2, 3. He didn't hit it hard enough and he missed the ball, but that's where he was heading.
So he's got a David here has got to probably, I'm thinking, stun around and end up with a cue ball below the 8 ball. I'm going to hit it right so you don't hook yourself behind the 8. No, he's playing it soft.
A little too soft, actually.
Yeah, he tried to just roll up and down one rail. Still got a shot on this. He doesn't want to keep testing himself with these shots. That's well struck.
Yeah, he hit that nice and firm. There we go. See if he can put this 9 down, get himself off that 2, and get himself to 3 here.
Well, how long's it been since he took a rack? He's been on 2 since very early on in this match, hasn't he?
Well, it's 2-2 the last time that he scored.
Wow.
So good to see him get a game there. Only 10 to go, and he breaks even with Jeremy.
Jeremy took 11 games since 2-2. They weren't breaking runs. David has had shots here and there throughout this match.
A little presumptuous there, Jason. Said, thanks, Fred. I'll be back on again. No, he'll be back on again. I really had a good time talking with him and hanging out with him, talking pool. So I'll take him back anytime he wants to come and visit.
And so David's not going to come back if all these games are nip and tuck and safety, and he needs a good break here and a shot on the 1. Cue ball drift towards
look at that. Exact opposite of what he needed.
Yeah.
6 and the 9 are kind of tied up, so some work to do. Take a look from the top here, see how it looks.
Let's see how he likes to do this. Does he play the 2-3 combination and break him up at the same time?
A little backwards with the 4 sitting where it is, so got to get pretty high up table.
What would you do here? You got ball in hand on the 1. You can get anywhere on the table you want. You're going to play the 2-3 combination or a 2-3 kiss shot and chip the 2 over towards the 9.
Yeah, I don't like that shot because he'll end up behind the 9. Unless you get just right here on this.
The 2-9-6 combination is wired.
I don't know about that. It looks like it's aiming right. I was looking at that.
That's probably not the smartest way to go either, but
like
too many moving parts.
Rail. Oh, Steve Wagner calling a comeback already. 1 game in. Oh,
wow.
Well, was he worried about getting position on that shot, you think?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to play the combination, it really wasn't that tough to get on it, but focused on trying to get perfect, which really means you didn't visualize the shot correctly. Because if you'd got your perfect position, you would have made the 1 if you'd seen it right.
Yeah. Well, David, he had a little bit of a chuckle about that, so maybe that'll help David loosen up a bit.
Just might be the turning point of this match.
Well, if you make the combination, this is a good angle because you're going to break the 9 out.
Yeah. And the only remaining question is, are you on the 2 ball afterwards? And because of the way the 2 and the 3 are set, the 2 kind of goes
Looks like he's looking at the carom, actually, or safety. Could just be playing straight safe.
Yeah,
here.
that's what I was
He
thinking.
played the carom. That's a really good shot.
Yeah.
Pushed
That's
the
what I was
two
thinking
perfect,
before
yeah.
with ball in hand. Jeremy had a chance to get on that shot. And this gets you down. If the two had gone a little bit further forward, it had a better chance here, because it's not just about breaking it up. You still have to get on the 4. And so David says, no, I'm just going to get on the 4. Pretty sure he wanted to be above that ball. He didn't go far enough.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a safety on the 6.
Yeah. If he'd just got past straight, he could have played a nice follow, gentle breakout shot. Okay, so what he's lining up there, he wants to get his cue ball right on that line so he can just shoot the 6 ball.
Tell you, the more I look at that 9-6 from the side view, it was possibly on a rope.
This shot here, so he didn't get on the line he wanted. He might still be okay. Just play the cue ball directly straight into the 6 ball and just...
This is safe.
Oh, no, so okay. No, he played that one.
Really good shot.
Good
Frozen
shot,
tight, yeah. I want to thank everybody for joining us again here at Mad Apple Extreme. We really appreciate you guys tuning in, and make sure you guys are subscribing, liking, following. Hit the notification button so you know every time we go live.
And tell all your friends about it.
Really?
Real friends. Not Facebook friends.
Oh, those are friends too. Nice hit. Good speed. Left this ball real tough. Probably going to see another safety coming back.
And that's not so simple unless you get your speed absolutely perfect here to get behind the 9 ball.
This could just be a straight roll-up safety too if you really wanted to.
And there was two safe elements to that, and he didn't quite get behind the 9. But he didn't leave the 6 over a pocket. He has, of course, given Jeremy control.
Little stop shot here, safety, right behind the 7. Oh, he rolled through it.
No, I don't believe he wanted to do that.
Somebody straight up took a like away. We were at 50, says Jesse Turner. Funny. Yeah, sometimes people do that on accident. You tell them to like and they don't. Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you, it's hard to watch because I know how good David can play, and seeing him hang these balls is not what I'm used to. Thin this ball and come 1 rail or 2 rails around 3?
Yeah. Neither.
Well, I would have definitely came up for the side pocket there.
In hindsight, though, pretty good, isn't it? Just well, maybe a little bit more angle than he wants to stay on the 8, but I think he's okay. Doesn't want to play a soft little draw shot and end up in the side pocket. But without some kind of something similar to a soft draw,
just draw harder, further back. Oh.
Yeah, I judged it well.
Or just go straight over and back. Puts it down. Yeah, see that screen behind him is pretty much dead on. It's about a half a second behind him. And if you look real close, there's another screen on that screen behind him.
Goes on forever.
It's a mirror.
Well, why do we have a bigger delay between what I'm seeing through the glass and on our
Just
monitors?
depends on the camera. That's what I've figured out.
Yeah.
So that's one of the glitches we got to figure out here. All right, Jeremy to break, leading
14-3, I think it is now, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely is. Good solid break. Ended up pretty much behind the 7 ball, so he maybe has the edge. Still tough. See what he decides to do. Well, that is pretty good speed right there. Might have given him the edge. Might have gave it to him. For sure he's got it in the corner. Whether or not he gave him enough to try and cut this on the side.
Yeah, David needs to shoot his way back into this game, doesn't he? And so safety shot from here is just as tricky and unlikely as the cutting it down the rail. So just give yourself a good old cut shot here, make yourself feel better. Or worse.
Jesse Turner says Dave needs to treat it like a valley and pound them in using simple English. Get that arm moving. Maybe a couple of stiff cocktails. Yeah.
Pound them in using simple English. I like it.
Well, and I mean that's reality. That's staying in the center of the cue ball and just shooting a dead straight stroke. I mean, you got to do something because you're spinning the ball is not getting anywhere. You're hanging too many balls.
Yeah, and that's what I felt playing in the state tournament, just because I wasn't used to those tables and the valley and the cloth. Hitting a lot more plain ball shots than normal.
Yeah, I agree with that. Rax says Seering is at the point where he will start to playing better. It's kind of you hit the point of freewheeling and put a few racks together.
Yeah, and don't be too concerned about coming back in a match where you're so far behind. But what about the one game you're playing? Hit the balls. Just show everybody you can play. And just see what happens. Well, that's not going to happen if Jeremy keeps on pounding away. We should really have a break and run counter, shouldn't we? We should be paying attention to that. How many? I don't feel that there's been a lot in this match.
No, not at all. Did you guys beat us in league earlier?
You know,
Did you win that
I was
match?
too busy. I never stuck around long enough to do the math and figure it out. As were you.
Yeah.
Played our makeup match.
Trying to get this thing going. All right, Jeremy just barely keeping that cue ball out of the side pocket. And now with a push or a defensive shot here. I don't see any offensive play.
My feeling is it was very close, our league match. Your team against my team. Makeup match. Last match of the season.
So another question we ask: who's your favorite player in the sport of billiards? And his answer. And we're talking about David because Jeremy did not fill his out, but Alex Pengulaya.
Pegulayan.
Peggy
the Filipino/Canadian. And I think he's still in the World Championship, is he?
Canadian. I have no idea.
I don't know if he won his match earlier. I was caught the beginning of it. And at one point, Alex Pegulayan was ranked #1 in the world. Seems like that was a while ago, because you don't hear a lot of him these days.
I haven't heard much of Dennis Ocolio either, or Ocola.
Nope.
Fred Renner says, oh, look at that shot. My goodness. Fred Renner says J-Fed's cue ball control is spot on. I'm going to see a carom shot here to the 8. Just push the 2 ball to the rail and back out a little. Shoot it past the 9 next. Perfect shot. I think he kept it off the 9 ball there. It might be a little bit tight, but I think he's got room.
Yeah, I think the 2 ball came a little bit too high, didn't it? You may have to... No, he is cutting it in.
Yeah, he's got room there, I think. Plenty of.
Straight in. Center of the hole. Don't worry.
All right, drawing one game closer here. I'm pretty sure he's going to get her to 16.
Jeremy doing what he does. Running the balls out and winning. Another wreck.
Well, Brian said, I thought Dennis had some visa problems, so he had to go home. Said there were a couple that had that problem. So I got a Dennis Ocola story for you.
Oh, yeah?
Do you remember when they came to Sharks Code?
The Cheesehead Open.
The Cheesehead Open, that was it, yeah.
Actually, it was KK Billiards, I think, wasn't it, at that time?
So, yeah, I think so. And, no, that was Sharks, I think. Because that was Mitch. Mitch ran that. So it was still Sharks Club then.
I don't think so.
Well, I might be wrong. But either way, we had the Cheesehead Open. We had all those players here.
And you played against Dennis Ocola.
I did. And
I remember that.
well, I played him, but the funny part is, because I never paid attention to who was who. Didn't matter to me, really. And so I truly didn't know who he was initially. Look at that combination lined up dead on the side. Otherwise, I don't think he'd have a shot here. Anyway, so I'm going to play Dennis, and I walked up to him, and of course he's expecting everybody to understand who he is. I went, "What's your name?"
Yeah. I think this, sorry to interrupt you there, I think this combination is aimed low, and he's thinking about, can I push it that far? Because if you look where he's pointing his cue right there, that's where the combination's lined up.
Well,
but I do remember that match.
It looks like it's straight in.
I remember what the score was too, do you?
Yeah, it was Hill.
That's not what I remember.
What do you remember? He didn't beat me by much.
Didn't
I
he?
know that. No, because I should have.
Am I totally wrong?
Yeah, you are totally wrong.
I'm not even going to say what I thought it was then.
Because I was going to beat him. Honestly, I was like, I was close to beating him. Because I remember, oh, that worked. Me telling him that I had no idea who he was. Because I didn't care who he was. It was either Hill or 2 games off, one of the two.
Huh. Fascinating.
He did not get what he wanted on that ball. Safety behind the 7 ball here, probably.
It's tough to get behind the 7, isn't it? Well, that is what he was trying.
I mean, the nice thing here is the 6 isn't in a great spot. So.
Fortunately, yeah.
What do you remember the score as?
I thought it was 9-3, but that might have been one of your other
even,
matches.
Not even close. Because I remember feeling excited because I was going to get him, and then I ended up losing in the end.
It might have been that other guy who was supposed to be a top.
Well, that was the same tournament
player.
where I played Billy Thorpe and Banks when Billy Thorpe was like considered one of the best bankers in the world at that point. Why are you telling me that?
Well, I'm not sure what he's trying to say there.
I don't know. He's talking about the guy playing Tommy as like a 620 something, I guess. Well, good. Maybe I got a game.
Oh.
Well, I don't know if he was playing safe or if he was going aggressive there and trying to make that ball.
Well, we got totally derailed by Craig Fowler there. We've no idea. We don't even remember what we were talking about, do we?
No.
Holds up his phone with some kind of message or something that we're supposed to understand.
There's a kid playing Tommy right now, and I think he was... But that didn't look like Fargo rating, but
no,
it said 627.
Find my bedtime or something. I'm not sure.
Mind readers were not.
I knew you were going to say that. I read your mind. Now let's see.
Well, you can
David
see a little
Seering.
of the dilemma here. I mean, he's got an angle. I think he just curl this up rail and shoot the 6 over or the 7 over by his hand. But he's going forward.
He's going to stroke this one in, or stroke it out.
Wait for it. Oh, I thought that was side pocket.
Oh, poor old David.
Perfect stroke for safety.
Yeah, this is tricky to know what to do with this 6 ball here for Jeremy.
Kick it in the side.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely free to go for whatever he wants at this stage in the match, doesn't he? But he's probably not going to change much about the way he plays. I think.
Oh, I thought he made it.
Yeah, he did play that, didn't he? All right, David, another chance. Let's see you draw this back. Sweet.
There you go. Good shot. Good angle, too. He didn't end up too straight on it. Normally, you hit that ball, and next thing you know, you're dead straight in the hole. So.
Emboldened by that well-struck shot.
And we're off.
Another draw shot here.
All right, off of 3 on to 4.
There you go. All he has to do now is break him around 13 and he'll draw level. And every run of 13 always starts with 1.
Well, you see the coverage of the Masters up there on the TV behind him.
Copyright. Just got this whole video taken down.
Right, it's possible, right?
The Google watching and listening device probably wouldn't have caught it if you hadn't just said it.
Oh, right. We're talking about master pool players, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good break. That's what he needed. Now if he can get a shot out of the deal. Looks like he did. Is that 3-9 lined up? It looks like it might be. Take a look from the overhead. Doesn't look bad, I tell you.
Yeah.
I think it's going to get played.
Yep.
So good angle here to get to the 2. You should be fairly straight in on the 2, or want to be. Looking good.
Looking good, looking good. Lovely.
All right, so you're going to put it down and get to 5. Taking a little closer look, a little longer look. Make sure he cuts it properly. It's a pretty safe shot, even if he misses it, as long as he doesn't drill it. Great shot.
That, ladies and gentlemen,
David.
is what we call 2 in a row.
Johnny, these guys always play even in the King of the Hill match, so the answer is yes, they're playing even.
Yep, there is a difference in Fargo. And at the beginning of this match, we were saying how it didn't matter.
It depends on the player and the game.
Yeah.
I'm about a 620, I think, now, and I played against Jeremy, so really pretty big difference, and I lost by 3 games, and I had every opportunity to win that match.
And that was 9-ball too, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I mean, but 9 ball is my game. I mean, it's what I play.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not. The Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company is not real big on spotting and handicapping. I didn't grow up that way. Most of the players I know didn't grow up that way. I don't believe you get better by that.
Right. Now, weekly tournaments used to have a handicap, but now they're even. But the entry fee is staggered, so the lower players pay less.
That's way better.
To get in. It's going to cost, our weekly tournaments are either going to cost you $10, $15, $20, or $25 to play in, depending on your Fargo rating.
That's pretty high hopes there. Rex says, love to see a 6-pack, safety 6-pack right now to make this a match. That'd be terrific. We'd love to see it too. Mad Apple Extreme has kind of a tendency to lean that way. A lot of times it happens. So
yeah, and I need a beer too. I agree.
You need a beer? Yeah, well, that's David's way to reward himself.
Get me 2 6-packs.
Oh, I see. Ironically enough, David says, is one of the questions we asked, do you have a specific reward for yourself after a good performance?
Oh, it's a 6-pack.
Cold beer.
Yeah. He could use a 6-pack now, couldn't he?
All right, on to the break after that big win. So there's 5 games to 16. It's a great break. Got the cue ball to stick right in the center. Did he get a shot? Looks like he can cut the 4 past the 10 there, or the 9.
If he can keep breaking like that, it's not unimaginable that he might run a few here and get that gap a little bit smaller. Oh, another ball.
Well, he might have got a good roll here. He made make Jeremy work here.
Yeah, it's not going to make him feel very, very good, though, is it?
Not a great kick. I don't know. I feel good when I get lucky like that. Johnny, we love what we do, and we're glad you like what we do also. We just continue to try and grow and improve. We appreciate it. So make sure you get up there and subscribe for us. That's definitely one way you can help us. Make sure you hit that like button, too, and the notification button so you know when we go live next time.
So he is going for it. He's going to hit the just next to the point of the side pocket and thread the cue ball between the 5 and the 6.
Tight shot.
Oh, he hit that shot too well.
Oh, followed it right
Hit
in.
it too good. That was an awesome shot. But really, the only way not to scratch is you can't hit in the middle. But it was a teeny tiny window he had to go through. And so while he's walking around,
Quick look again at this scratch here. He threaded the needle through that hole. Right through.
It was amazingly close to both the 5 and the 6. Tiny window. So really, while David was walking around looking at the 5 ball with ball in hand, the real question, I think, in his mind was, what about the 6 to the 7 to the 8?
I would agree.
And
well, you got to stroke this one too. He's going to come around here 2 rails.
Not a lot of angle here, so yeah, he's just going to rely on follow, really, isn't it? Lovely. Digging down, he's drawing back.
Zip that around nice.
Yeah. There we go. Is this a string of 4 games? Or did Jeremy get one in between?
I think it might have been 4 in a row.
Now, a long ways to go here, but if he does manage to come back here, it would be the most monumental comeback in the history of pool.
Oh, my favorite question. Johnny says, where is this place? Johnny, we are in Appleton, Wisconsin. You're watching Mad Apple Extreme, and we're located inside the Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company in Appleton, Wisconsin, connected to the Clarion Inn. So we have a hotel attached directly to us. We're a 14,000 square foot scratch-made restaurant with a billiard room attached, a hotel attached, and a pro shop where we do everything from cue repair to pool table installation, you name it. And obviously Mad Apple Extreme, which we really enjoy, and happy to be here for everybody.
Needs a good break here. Controlling the cue ball nicely to the middle of the table. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and he did make a ball. All right. And as is often the case in night ball, the toughest shot might be this first one.
It's a nice looking shot, though. I think you play the one in the corner, and I think you follow all the way up to the top rail and come on the empty side of the 2 ball there. So shooting the 2 past the 7.
And is he straight enough that he doesn't have to use inside English to get there?
I think so. I think it's just a natural
follow.
English, yeah. Natural follow up to the end rail and back down table. Got to stroke it. Good shot. He did have a little bit of an angle.
But just a little bit, and more people walking through the arena area.
Oh, you know.
It's part of the challenge.
All right, shoot this over in the corner. You got a little bit of a big pocket. That 7 definitely will help you, but hopefully you don't hit it. Means you're not hitting it very good if you do. Come back for the 3. You hit this plenty hard, so
Up
you
and
should
down
come
she
out
goes.
Looks like he's finally starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. He's calmed himself down a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe a little late, but still there. Did I miss a score for Dave? Does he have 6? I feel like he does.
Yeah, because it was a run of 4. He was on 2 for so long, and I was asking if it was a run of 4. And yeah, he's on 6. Suppose I should run out there and just make sure we've got everything right, should I?
Could ask Mark. That's a critical shot right there. Hits it.
Oh, that was good.
Pretty much perfect.
Yeah, controlling his draw shot.
Yeah, that was nice. He could use a half an inch more, but still doing all right. No problems here.
Played that with a lot of inside spin. It's one of those shots where you don't really gain much with that. Could have just rolled it in gently.
Yeah, sometimes you want to hit the ball firm, though.
Well, it might be 5 games in a row. I'm going to run out quick and check the scores.
I got 7-16, so let's see if we're right. Definitely tightening up a little bit, you know. Good to see David coming back and hitting his balls. I told you guys he can play some pool. Just taking a little long to get started tonight. Jay Christian said that was a great idea to come up with the King of the Hill matches in the live stream to go along with the great pool facility at the Mad Apple. I appreciate that, Jay. That was all born out of the shutdown is what that was. We were so tired of not seeing pool and not having the pool room open. We actually opened up the King of the Hill prior to us being able to open the business back up. So, you know, good always comes from bad. Can always find something good in it, even the worst things. And I would say that Mad Apple Extreme is definitely one of the goods that's come out of it. But thank you for the compliment. Well, we got a bit of a mess here with that 2-3 down there. I definitely see a safety coming off of that. Don't know that there's a real good opportunity to break those open. And not a great shot coming off of it. So I think you're going to see him get back very similar to the spot that he's in right now. And try and play the 2 out of there. Oh, did he get ball in hand there? Did I miss something? He must have scratched on the break. Did I miss something?
Mm-hmm.
That never happened.
I think we got the score right, though.
All right. Well, that's good.
What score do we got?
It is 7-16 right now.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, safety shot coming. I don't think he's going to play the combo on the 3.
Whack it as hard as you can. This is 9 ball. Something's going to go in.
MH's favorite shot. Did he play the 3? I think he was playing safe.
Yeah.
I mean,
because yeah, because he froze that cue ball in there. Replay. Yeah, it's a thin.
yeah, he sure wasn't planning on making that.
Yeah. Otherwise, you'd have drawn out, wouldn't you? Yeah. He holds his head down.
Well, and I tell you, with the momentum switch that's been going on here, this isn't something you wanted to do. You know, I mean,
Right.
Jeremy's a pro and he plays amazing pool, but you can still feel those momentum shifts. You know, and
yeah, and
definitely energy is different right now.
If he lets David take a couple more games, he knows that David's going to feel like he actually could come back.
Good effort. Well, yeah, you never want to give your opponent the impression that they're on the upswing.
It's been a while since the difference hasn't been double digits. So David.
Well, that's 5. And
5,
the
yeah.
unintentional save for now. For 8 racks, and we got us a match. All right, touchy little shot right here. Got to get on the 7. A little bit light.
Yeah, and a lot of people would have just played a real thin snick into the other side of the pocket there.
Dead bank.
Follow it.
Gonna crank this bank straight in the hole.
Oh,
just jaws it.
And like a jolt of lightning through David as he saw that bounce out.
Yeah, that was a big shot. I thought he was going to make it. Starting to get a little bit of rhythm going. All right, Jeremy's got to get back into focus here. A little bit of work to hold this ball for the 8. But
yeah, and the 9 ball was frozen on the bottom rail, so you'd like some kind of nice angle on this 8 ball.
That looks pretty good to me.
Yeah, that does. Well, you can't go straight down there. It's thin enough that he almost has to Z-bank backwards and forwards, doesn't he? And it's not a gimme. You know, you take this shot for granted in the side pocket and you can miss it. But I think he's got to go backwards and forwards. Just like that.
Perfect. Good shot. All right, Jeremy taking it down to get to 17. Only 3 games away from retaining his king's throne.
And a difference of 10 again. Things that make you go, He's changed his breaking spot, though, hasn't he, Jeremy?
Yeah, he moved over. He wasn't making a ball before, so he's definitely going to try and make one now.
Controls the cue ball well there, isn't he, even on that shot? So it wasn't the cut break. It was more head-on, but he was just coming from the side, yeah.
Yeah.
But he went straight at the middle of the 1 ball. And actually, if you hit absolutely dead middle of the 1 ball on that shot, because the pack's sort of lopsided, doesn't it still push the cue ball sideways? So you kind of have to ever so slightly, if you want the cue ball to stop dead or bounce straight back to you, you actually have to hit it slightly off center. Which is, I think, what he did, but just a little bit. Meanwhile, David chips the 1 ball out and leaves Jeremy a nice window. Lots of balls to hide behind, but you gotta find them. The 8 and the 9 ball. Not really set. Probably could be thrown. I don't think he wants to do that, though. And I'm sure he's thinking about it already.
Do you mind reaching for my phone? It's just outside the door there. And I'll keep talking so the music doesn't come in and we don't get gigged. So I'll wait until you shut the door to stop talking. All right, so I'm just not going to talk tonight.
Well. At what point is he going to try and break this 8 and 9? From the commentary booth, we can see the line of that 8-9 combination. Now, it might be just throwable. If there's a good amount of chalk between the balls. But he's not made any attempt to break it, so the other question is, does the 8 ball just go? Does the 8 ball go, Kendall? Yeah, I think it does.
You take a look, you tell me.
Yeah,
Definitely
I think it
goes
does.
by there, yeah.
You don't need to worry about breaking it. Or the combination, which is not quite right. So he wants an angle on this 7 ball.
Yeah, the 8-9 might be on a rope too. It's pretty close.
Well, you can see it right there through the window, Kendall, and it kind of, you'd have to throw it just more than you're really comfortable with. And
so he played it right here.
Yeah, you can see the angle he's deliberately given himself on the 7 so that you can just roll this 7 ball in. Come over to the other side and play the 8 in the same pocket.
Well, we're getting closer and closer. It's gonna, if Jeremy can finish these last 2 balls, it's gonna put him at 18, only 2 games away. An 11-game differential.
Nice little stun over there. Back to the Jeremy show. With a brief interlude there with a little bit of David Seering.
Well, I'm glad David put some racks together. I'm not saying he's done yet, but I'm glad that he at least put a few together because it was getting pretty hard there to watch because I know he's so much better player than what he was putting on there.
Yeah.
Jim, it was nice meeting you too, bud. One of the guys that picked up the Mad Apple Extreme shirt, so appreciate that. Definitely helps support.
Picking another spot to break from Jeremy.
Yeah, he moved
that last break
back inside, yeah.
That last break wasn't bad though, was it?
Well, he got a ball there, so he's going to be happy with that break. Looks like about a perfect angle here. Cut this in the side. You're going to come up 1 to 2 rails, depending.
Yeah, you got to kind of hit this dead pocket speed, don't you, just to get there.
Yeah, just
roll it in.
It looked like he was.
Then
really
you got to go from the 3 to the 4. So you don't want to be straight on this 3.
Looks like he's hitting us harder than I probably would.
Oh, wow.
He did kill it. Shot.
Little drag shot.
2 rails out around the 8, between the 5 and the 8. Be my shot. A little bit of right, catch the rail and come around 2 times. Well, he went straight at it. He had a little different angle than I thought he had. I thought he had to take the end rail also.
Straight on the 4. Is he going to set himself up? He will probably draw back and give him an angle on the 5 because he doesn't want to be straight on the 5. Follow. More control. Following it a longer distance rather than drawing back a short distance.
Off the side rail and back down to right about where he's standing. Stroke.
It goes to show you how important one mistake might be. David's going to kick himself because he did have a chance to win that rack that ended his little run.
Yeah, he hung that ball up in the corner.
Now Jeremy is now there's nothing David can do about this.
Oh, I messed up and missed a score here. I'm pretty sure this puts Jeremy on the hill, correct?
Does it?
I think so.
Don't know.
I can't believe I...
Yeah, because he was on 16 forever, wasn't he?
Yeah, correct, yep.
So there has to have been 2 games at least. Because he broke from 2 different spots. He's on the hill. 19. There you go.
Yeah, they just corrected me out there. That's good. Way to keep me on my toes.
Yep.
Patrick says he loves the new arena view. We'll show you that real quick. You guys have seen that a few times tonight. But yeah, that's a brand new view we got.
Okay, so back to the same spot from the last one, because he did break and run that rack. So he's going to break from the same spot.
Uh-oh.
Surely not. But he could cut the one in the side. A lot of distance between the 1 and the 9. But it is kind of
I think
presenting itself to him,
I think
isn't it?
you got to play this shot.
Not going to lose the match
if he's going to put it down here for that. For the win.
And there it is. That's how you finish.
Look at that. Drills at home. One heck of a match. I want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight. Don't forget, Sunday, we have our Queen of the Hills match. And then also our Jester and Knight. So the King's Court is playing off every Sunday.
Yep.
That's on our sister channel, which is the Open Stream. It's also still on YouTube as Mad Apple XStream, but anytime you see it come up as the Open Stream, that is our local matches with some of our lower players, but guest commentators. We have people who volunteer to come in and commentate also. So, but point is, we want to thank everybody for joining us here today. We really appreciate your support, and we appreciate everybody coming in and watching every Friday. So look forward to seeing you on Sunday, and then we'll see you again next Friday with our next Kings match. Jeremy Fedkenheuer will continue with his crown.
And who is the next week's challenger?
That is yet to be announced.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming, though. I know Fields is coming up in the next couple of weeks. I'd have to take a look, and we have one more in between there, I think. So, but I want to thank everybody. I especially want to thank my good friend, Mr. M.H. Penglaze. We've been knowing each other for a couple of years. So
thanks for having me, and thanks for
always
asking me to
nice.
Commentate 20 minutes before we started.
Well, you know, one of those things. So, all right, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you again soon. And everybody